Getting the brain involved in learning. So what is learning anyways? Seems like a simple enough definition. However, when Merriam and Barima were asked to define it, they had some difficulty nailing it down. Merriam-Webster's dictionary definition defines it as knowledge or skill acquired by instruction or study, or a modification of a behavioral tendency by experience. So what does the brain do to learn? Well, today we're going to discuss the science of it all, patterns, previous knowledge, and emotions. According to Dr. Donald Ford, learning occurs in a network of neurons in the brain that gives signals or synapses to one another along a neural pathway. Let's make that easier to understand. Let's pretend each neuron is a person. When learning occurs, they link hands to form a pathway or a chain of signals of information. Here's a computer-enhanced image of what learning looks like in your brain. Patterns. So what do patterns have to do with brain learning? A lot, actually. Patterns are the main way our brains learn and make sense of learning. Each new learning experience creates a new pattern inside your brain, like a maze getting from point A to point B. The reason new learning is hard is the same reason doing a maze for the first time is hard. Your brain has to find the right path of pre-learned information to make meaning. But what happens when you complete the maze 100 times? You know the way faster and easier, and sometimes without even thinking. That is a habit. I just discussed making our way through a brain maze using pre-learned information. What I meant by that is you cannot make meaning of something you don't already somewhat know. Our previous knowledge that we learned as a child helps us to make new meaning or learning as an adult by building on what we already know, like building blocks. I can't understand the instructions, use your computer mouse to click the start button, if I'm looking for this and not this. Additionally, previous knowledge can cause us a heap of trouble. It's like when we need to relearn Microsoft Word because there's another update. We used to know the way through the maze of our information in our brains, but now we have to learn a new program, and our brains need to form a new path. Finally, emotions. Have you ever thought it would be easier to think without emotions? Actually, that's incorrect. Emotions help train our thinking. They help us to remember good experiences so we repeat them, and help us to store bad experiences so we avoid danger, trauma, or pain. Additionally, emotions help us to learn in a more concrete way. It takes our figuratively 2D memories or learning and adds another layer to make them deeper and more embedded. So how does this information help me? Well, based upon research findings we discussed, the best ways to learn are through practice, engaging your emotions, continued learning, engaging your senses, and feeding your natural curiosity. Well, thanks for listening, and for more information, please check out the following references.